Hello and welcome to your July readings. We are officially in Cancer season and we are in a Mercury retrograde until the end of July, or almost the end of July. So I want to throw that out there, guys. Not the best time to make any huge plans, not the best time to sign contracts. If you have to, you have to, but I would recommend that you do it either at the very beginning of the retrograde or at the very end, but if you can help waiting till after, that's when I would do that, okay? This particular month we are going to be in a go kind of an energy. I've been watching the energies kind of progress throughout the spring, and especially with everything going on in the world. And June and July were definitely the months that everything was kind of picking up pace, okay? A lot of passion, a lot of action, a lot of go, a lot of possibly just movement, trying to actually get out there and do some stuff. So there's a lot of that going on. Discern, carefully as far as your energy goes throughout the month. But we're going to take a look at your personal emotional state and, I say personal, it's a general reading. But we're going to look at the self, which direction you're going in, what the external influences are, blockages, actions, and we're going to see kind of what you're manifesting into your life at the moment, okay? So I wanted to throw those out there. Let's take a look and see where your stuff is going. And if you are interested in a personal reading or want to look at your situation specifically, all my information for a booking is down below. All my rates are still 50% off, and all the information on how to book a session is there if you are interested. Hey Taurus, alright, we're going to look and see how things are going for you. I'm going to do 2 more quick shuffles and we'll go from there. Alright, Taurus, let's see how everything is affecting you. Alright, let's see how the emotional self is at the moment. Ace of Wands. Man, these wands are just all over the place for Cancer season. Alright, and the Hangman. The Hangman. Alright, so you are trying to either have some type of spiritual awakening here when it comes to an idea. It's possible that you are, in order to reach a new level of something, you have to surrender or sacrifice something that's going on or something from the past. Okay? Emotionally, that is pretty conflicting, I feel like. You're ready to make that decision. You're ready for this to be done. You're ready to make a move in a different direction here. So, emotional state is, this could be a little steamy. I mean, not in a passionate way, but in more of like a fiery, I'm kind of pissed off, kind of a way. You're just kind of sweating the details a little bit. I can definitely see that. Now, this could be that you only have so much control in a situation. That's what I feel like, actually, yeah. You only have so much control, and you really are at that crossroads where you're just kind of waiting to see how things turn out. That's ultimately what I'm seeing. So, not a whole lot of space for control. Ace of Swords, as far as the direction, what are your feelings trying to tell you, or what are they trying to get you to focus on or teach you? Ace of Wands, the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the Seven of Wands. Trying to teach you that you could be working with some kind of an Aries or an air sign, but there's a lot of water here, so it could be a water sign as well. But it's almost trying to teach you here that your ultimate, the ultimate result that you're wanting out of this, it comes from knowing, focusing on the one thing, which is the result. That's the ending result is what you want, and just knowing that it's going to come through. It's not about the wins, the hows, the ifs, the ands, none of that. It's just about knowing. It's taking yourself away from ego and putting yourself kind of in that super ego. You don't need to worry or fret about the details. It's just coming. It's just happening. So we've got the Seven of Wands, which is perseverance, okay? It's about reaching the top and feeling very rewarded with the fact that you didn't fight the grain, you went the smart route and just went with the flow, is really what this is talking about. Going with the flow and allowing things to just naturally take its course. Now, external influences. How is this affecting, your relationships? Two of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. So some people might be feeling like the balance is waiting in you, like you're supposed to like back them up, or you're supposed to have something to say to like, someone's expecting you to have like the piece that makes it all better, the piece that makes it all go away, or, everything that they want, or that, something else is, I'm going to use it as an example as a person, because this is what it seems like in my head. Like somebody is telling you that you can fix a situation, all it takes is a little bit of this or a little bit of that, and it's something that it goes against what you want, and it's something that you're not meant to really fight with. You're just meant to go with the flow and let karma and universal energies and all of that take its natural course and be the control factor in what's about to happen or where this is going, not you. But I do see that something or someone could be making you feel, or you are making yourself feel like the ball's in your court, and like the only way it's going to be good is if you make the decision for it to be good. But I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing that that's actually the influence that you're getting, not what you're really necessarily wanting. And if that's the case, just make sure you're giving yourself enough time to really discern what it is you want in comparison to what somebody else is wanting. Discern and do I believe in this? Is this something that appeals to me? Can I live with this? Is this going to be important in 5 days, 5 weeks, 5 years? Really put it into perspective. 5 of Pentacles is, it's not 5 Pentacles, it's 5 of Swords, and it is again the conflict of the ego. It's bringing yourself in a position where at this point, it's kind of funny because to live within a super ego, which is not a worse ego, it's knowing the connection between everything and not having that feel like you're better than anybody else or that anyone else is better than you, or there's no comparison. Everything's just balanced, okay? And when you get to that point, you can lose friendships and relationships and situations in your life, certain lifestyles, things like that. But the only way you can really do that is for others, it's going to look like you're really on top of your own ego, like you've got a serious ego. Like the ego everybody would, consider the definition of, like you're just cocky. But that's not the case. That's just how people are going to identify you once you start living and being and thinking and resonating in an energy that it has nothing to do with the ego. You're just you. You do what feels right for you. You question things on how you believe in them as well. So that step up in awareness and in conscious decision making and in conscious living is going to have its, maybe not so subtle for some, maybe, but for others it can be pretty extreme effects on others when they see you, like, who are you, what have you done with my person, and you've changed, okay? So just get ready for that, that's all I'm saying. The blockages here, what's standing in your way? The moon, an illusion that something is what it is not. Okay, this is one of those moments where what you see is exactly what it is. What you feel is what it is, even if you don't want to admit that what you see and what you feel are not positive, okay? We have to adjust the illusion here. Standing in your way. The ability to move up and to learn something new, to invest in something bigger, to have that higher level living. You gotta adjust the illusion here. There's some type of fantasy that's happening that needs to be put in their place. Put in its place, depending on what it is, okay? Alright, let's see what the what the focus should be as far as you receiving what you ultimately want to balance out and to get your ultimate results here. So we've got the Six of Swords in the reverse. So not retreating from this anymore. Okay, this is taking action on it. Stop taking a break from dealing with it and actually address the situation. For a lot of you, it has to do with a lover or some connection that you really, truly, you know, is very dear to you. Leave it to me to be the bearer of bad news. Sorry. And the Magician. And you know it. Basically is what that's saying. You know it. You've manifested a higher level of living. You've been working very hard. And now's the time to actually initiate that. And that is tough because you're losing somebody. It's for most of you. Are losing somebody that you care about. And it's not forever. Okay, guys, this is like, for the moment, this person's going to have to get their shit together for a second, and then you come back together. For those of you who aren't aware, as far as vibration goes, you vibrate at a certain frequency, okay? And if you raise yours, and someone else is like, oh, fuck that, and they're going to be down here, then you can't meet. When they want to be like, oh yeah, I get it, and they come back together, then you guys can mesh again, and that's the way it works. And in the meantime, there might be a little bit of some confrontation, just to know. That's true colors too, so keep that in mind and evaluate accordingly. Manifestation, what are you currently attracting into your reality? Page of Swords and the Eight of Swords. Well, yay. So you've got some uncomfortable situations that are getting ready to take place. You've got some temporary difficulties, okay? It is retrograde, perfect time for people to evaluate some things, okay? You might be the initiation of energy that they really need to deal with, and you don't even realize you're actually doing them some favors, and in turn they're doing you favors by stepping it up too. So this could be a very win-win, although I do see it being slightly uncomfortable for a moment, okay? But ultimately what you're manifesting is happiness, celebration, being together, having a very solid and sturdy connection and relationship with one another, because you have a very badass emotional connection that you couldn't have had without dealing with that situation. So a hidden blessing, if you will, okay? All right, I love it. It looks fantastic. Queen of Fire, the badass you are. Changes taking place and transformation at the very bottom of the deck I thought I would share. So if that doesn't tell you, then I don't know what will. But you definitely got some good things happening. Yes, it's going to be some changes, but it'll all be for the best, okay? Much love.